Take a second to imagine a moment when the forces of nature turn against humanity, a time when the wild unleashes its fury without warning. In history, there have been records where animals fought back and altered the course of human events. Over the next few minutes, we will reveal the raw, unyielding power of the natural world when pushed to its limits. Venturing into the harsh plains of Tsavo, Kenya, in 1898, an unexpected terror unfolded that would etch itself permanently into the annals of colonial history. At a time when the British Empire was expanding its influence into East Africa, the construction of the Kenya-Uganda Railway was seen as a symbol of progress and modernity. However, what the engineers and laborers encountered in the vast, unforgiving wilderness was anything but modern. The story of the Tsavo man-eaters begins in a remote region where the harsh landscape of red earth and sparse vegetation creates an environment where survival is a daily battle. Here, amid the vast savanna, two lions emerged that would soon become the stuff of legend. These were not ordinary lions, but predators whose unusual behavior defied all expectations. Over a period of several months, as workers labored to lay the tracks of the railway, the two lions stalked the laborers relentlessly, attacking with a savagery that was both methodical and terrifying. British engineer Colonel John Henry Patterson, who was responsible for overseeing the construction, documented these events with meticulous detail. Patterson's accounts describe how, at first, the workers dismissed the attacks as the natural dangers of the wild. However, as the death toll mounted, dozens of men fell victim to these seemingly inhuman predators. It became clear that something extraordinary was occurring. The lions, known posthumously as the man-eaters of Tsavo, had adapted to a new and grim diet: human flesh. Patterson's narrative recounts how the lions would appear in the twilight hours, their golden eyes glinting against the darkening sky, stalking their prey with a precision that left no room for mercy. These attacks were not sporadic or random. They followed a disturbing pattern. Workers reported that the lions would sometimes lie in wait near temporary shelters, emerging only when their victims were most vulnerable. There were accounts of workers being ambushed while eating or even while sleeping. The relentless nature of these assaults instilled a pervasive fear that spread throughout the entire camp. Historians and wildlife experts have since debated the cause of such anomalous behavior. Some theories suggest that the rapid expansion of the railway forced the lions from their natural habitat, causing them to adapt by preying on humans who encroached upon their territory. Others propose that an underlying disease or injury might have altered the lions' behavior, making them unusually aggressive and predatory. Regardless of the cause, the documented attacks led to a significant halt in railway construction as workers became increasingly reluctant to venture out after dusk. The impact of the Tsavo man-eaters extended beyond the immediate loss of life. The terror they instilled forced Patterson and his team to take drastic measures. In a harrowing account that reads like a chapter from a Gothic novel, Colonel Patterson organized hunts to track and kill the predators. The ensuing battle was fraught with peril, as the lions proved to be as cunning as they were fierce. Patterson's eventual success in killing both lions was a moment of grim triumph. Yet the legacy of the attacks lingered long after their deaths. Patterson's detailed account, published in his book, The Man-Eaters of Tsavo, remains one of the most important historical documents on the subject. His narrative not only provides a vivid description of the attacks, but also offers insight into the challenges faced by colonial engineers in hostile environments. The Tsavo man-eaters have since become a symbol of nature's unpredictability, a reminder that even the most carefully laid plans can be upended by the wild. Modern research continues to investigate this phenomenon. Archaeologists and wildlife experts have examined the skeletal remains of the lions and have analyzed Patterson's original reports to better understand the environmental and biological factors that may have driven these animals to such extreme behavior. While some of the mystery remains unresolved, the enduring fascination with the Tsavo man-eaters lies in their ability to blur the line between myth and reality. Their story forces us to confront the reality that nature, when disturbed, can respond with a ferocity that is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. Today, the site of the Tsavo Railway construction is a place of historical pilgrimage, where visitors can reflect on the perilous conditions that once defined the African wilderness. Interpretive centers and museums in Kenya display artifacts and photographs from the era, and the legend of the man-eaters continues to capture the imagination of locals and tourists alike. Watch out for the next episode of the deadliest animal attacks in history. Coming up next,